Make no mistake, Mark Berry's new R34 GTR is the most radical time attack car in Australia. This is as wild as it gets using a production car. It was built with one purpose in mind, to be number one. And with the help of High Octane Racing and Yokohama, it's only a matter of time.
Hi, I'm Mark Berry from RGM Racing, and I'm the owner and the driver of the Advan High Octane Racing R34 GTR.
The black High Octane Racing R32 GTR of Mark Berry and Russell Newman is familiar to anyone in the world of circuit racing. It dominated Dutton rallies and hill climbs, along with setting track records around Australia before it was rebuilt specifically for time attack and taken to Tsukuba Circuit in Japan. The experiences on this trip was what inspired Mark to take things to another level.
We learned an awful lot in Japan. We were heading down the right road. There were some things that we'd done that were not very successful on the circuits over there. Russ and I were sitting at the airport in Japan thinking we need to go faster. We started writing a bit of a plan on a napkin of what we were going to do and where to start, and that was 18 months ago. Well, we went to a 34 just to try and update really and get something a bit newer. The GTR's got inherent problems, understeer for one, and we thought the first thing you need to do is get the understeer out of the car to make it quicker. And they're too heavy, so that was the next goal. And then we decided to try and get a bit more power, a bit more torque, drivability-wise, to make the car quicker in lap times. So we went to the 3 litre, went to a Hollinger gearbox for sequential, faster shifts, faster lap times, and we changed the front end geometry to repair the understeer. Everything we've learnt, we've tried to put in a new car, and we put it together, and first time on the track it seems to be doing exactly what it needs to be doing.
So let's start at the beginning. The shell was stripped as bare as it gets before being stitch welded and fitted with a roll cage and air jacks. A slot was also cut out for the side exit exhaust. Only the necessities were then put back in: Racetech bucket seat, harness, custom carbon dashboard, custom lumen switchgear, and Ames digital dash. The trunk floor was cut out to help the new fuel tank stay as low as possible. To allow wider track and reduce weight, a full Sunline Racing wide body kit was fitted to the car. The front and rear guards, side skirts, doors, trunk lid, hood and rear under tray are all super light dry carbon items. The FRP front bar is from Kagatani, as is the front under tray. There's more aero aids in the form of a C West carbon GT wing and mirrors, along with the carbon canards. There's also Lexan windows shaving weight further, and the headlight duct is the ultimate in cold air induction. The body kit not only saves weight and increases downforce, it's also the toughest and hottest looking R34 we've ever seen. Finishing off the look is the Advan Graphics and AME TMO2 18 by 10.5 inch wheels that are wrapped in 265 Advan AO50 semi-slick tyres. Inside them, a monster Alcon billet monoblock V8 supercar spec brakes with 6-piston calipers and 375mm rotors front and 4-piston calipers clamping 335mm rotors rear with Project Mu pads all round. Another part of the car that got super serious was the suspension. The front suspension is now totally custom, allowing a much lower ride height without ruining the roll centre. The rear sees every factory arm replaced with IKEA formula adjustable items, and the coilovers are custom built Proflex. Like we said, serious stuff. The engine powering the beast uses nothing but the best components from High Octane Racing. The block is an RB30 modified for use in a GTR that you can buy ready-made from High Octane Racing. This was used to increase turbo spooling response. There's also a High Octane Racing dry sump setup to ensure optimum reliability. Inside, there's CP pistons, Ford rods, ACL Race Series bearings, an all-Tomei valve train, and a whole bunch of little secrets. Strapped to the side are relatively small Garrett GT2860-5s but two of them together can make the grunt while being ultra responsive. The exhaust manifolds are modified standard ones, proving that Nissan got it right. The turbos blow through a Greddy piping kit, ARC intercooler and Turbo Smart blow-off valve into a Hypertune plenum with 90mm throttle body. Cooling is taken care of by the PWR combined radiator and oil cooler, and the beefed up fuel system is regulated by TurboSmart. An Ultronic SM4 controls the show to the tune of over 440 kilowatts at the wheels, thanks to C&J Motorsport. That's nearly 600 horsepower at the treads. Harnessing that power is a Hollinger 6-speed sequential gearbox, NPC twin plate clutch, carbon tail shaft, as well as Nismo 1.5-way front and Cusco 2-way rear diffs. The sequential shifter enables lightning fast changes and quicker lap times. The combination of extra capacity, small low mount turbos and close ratio gearing means this thing is super responsive and always in the meat of the power band. It's a bit of an animal. The 2009 Yokohama Superlap is the car's first outing, and it's already showing a lot of potential. We were there on practice and race day to cover all the action.
Yeah, well, the car installs confidence in you. You don't realise how fast you're actually going because it's friendly. It's like a go-kart, it just goes whichever direction you want it to go in. It's got a couple of inherent problems, but it's a new car. There's a lot different on this car to what is in the old car. We'll sort a few more things out tonight and get back out there.
With so much development left to go and larger wheels and tyres still to be fitted, running a 1 minute 13.6 is a sign of things to come. This makes the car as fast as their R32, which had years of development behind it.
Yeah, well, the R32, we regretfully put it on the market. We nearly weren't going to sell it, we were going to put it in a big plastic bag and keep it. One of Ian's customers at High Octane gave us a ring and said he wants to consider buying the car, so we organised a day for him to come down and have a drive, and as soon as he drove it, he had to have it. Dave's good, he's a good driver and he's a good steerer, and he'll certainly make the most out of the car. We really want to try and get the car back to Japan in December again, so it's just a matter of between now and then is do as much testing as we can. Advan are really on board with tyres with us, so we'll do some tyre testing and try and make the most out of what we got.
Mark Berry and the High Octane Racing team will be taking the car to Japan to compete at the Rev Speed Magazine Super Battle, as well as hit various other Japanese tracks. Motive DVD will be there all the way to cover the action both on and off the track. Keep your eyes peeled on the High Octane Racing and Motive DVD websites for more updates on our attack on Japanese soil. We're going back better prepared and more heavily armed. It's set to be epic.